All right, today we're stepping inside Judge Raquel West's courtroom, and this one's packed with drama. Multiple defendants, probation on the line, jail misconduct, and even a few bold lies that don't sit well with the bench. From Eric Forno fighting for his freedom to Kendrick Walker trying to justify his behavior, every word here could mean years behind bars. And trust me, Judge West isn't letting a single thing slide. Stick around, because what starts as a routine sentencing quickly turns into one of the most unpredictable sessions we've seen.
Good morning. You're Eric Fornolls, and will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will.
Mr. Fornolls, in clause number 25, DCCR 0267, you're charged with a third-degree felony offense of injury to a child, elderly, or disabled individual, and that's from January 24th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with? Speak up, please. I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as Exhibit Number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred adjudicated probation. There would be a $1,000 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Fornolls is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case and not find you guilty at this time so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom, and she's sitting at that desk right over there, okay? You can go. Yes, sir. See, Scott Howell. Do we have updated reports and everything? Okay, let me just double check that. Everything's going well. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
You're Scott Howell, and this is cause number 17-27401. Mr. Howell was previously found not guilty by reason of insanity and has been, just pulling it up, allowed to be in outpatient treatment for quite some time now, and so we're here for our yearly check-in. I have received the report from Dr. Capon dated July 31st of 2025. Looks like everything is going well and there aren't any issues, and he recommends continued treatment in the way that we've been doing with regard to outpatient treatment. Is there any other evidence, Mr. Nichols? Mr. Rojas?
No, Your Honor.
Right.
Here's where the pressure really kicks in. Eric Forno's on probation, but the judge isn't convinced he's been playing by the rules. Watch his body language as the questions get tougher. He leans back, dodges eye contact, and suddenly his whole credibility's on the line. This is the point where freedom starts slipping away. Not because of the charges, but because of how he carries himself in front of Judge West.
I'm going to find that the appropriate treatment is still the outpatient treatment. You need to continue doing everything you're supposed to, and we shouldn't have any issues, and we'll see you next year. All right, you're free to go.
And judges, this is a third degree as charged.
Where are we?
Last time.
Okay, perfect, thank you. It's just a redo from the last. She can look at that. We can just do the same thing. Oh, it's a year.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It's technically the year civil commitment. It's just outpatient. So it's Mr. Samuel. Mr. Rennick, are you ready on your sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
On Kendrick Walker. Good morning. Good morning, sir. You're Kendrick Walker? And this is 24 DCCR 0196. Mr. Walker was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Any additions or corrections?
There is one that we would like to maybe Mr. We spoke quite a bit this week. From the defendant's version, there was a little bit of an inaccuracy. Mr. Walker had specified that he was in the vehicle. He did not put the firearm in the vehicle, but we did learn that there was a firearm in the car and realizes that he should have gotten out of the vehicle.
Okay.
So that was kind of just a little unclear with that. So I just wanted to clarify that.
So I also want you to understand, Mr. Walker, the opportunity that you're being given today, you've already had a felony probation that was revoked. And it wasn't that long ago. So the fact that you're getting a probation in this case is a real gift. And so I want to make sure you understand that you need to follow all of the rules. If you're back in here, it's not going to be on a revocation or because you didn't do it. Oh, give me another chance. This is your other chance, okay? All right, so I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, follow the agreement that you made. Find you guilty of unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. Sentence you in accordance with that agreement to a term of 10 years in the Institutional Division of the Texas Department of Corrections, but probate that, you'll be on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of those rules and conditions of probation. Obviously, if you do that, again, this is a great opportunity because you're going to be able to serve that 10-year sentence while you're out on probation. The other side, though, if you're back in here, you've already agreed to a 10-year sentence. And so please make sure you follow all of those rules. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows that this was an agreement.
And now, a completely different case. Kendrick Walker. His issue isn't just probation, it's his attitude. The judge calls out his behavior behind bars, and instead of remorse, you can feel the pushback in his tone. That's the problem. Judges don't just sentence crimes, they sentence character. And right now, Walker's character isn't doing him any favors.
And so you've waived your right to appeal. I have also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Obviously, you know this at this point, but I am required to read this by law. Because of the judgment entered against you, you are ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term. Read the written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Rennick. And again, as you can tell, it doesn't even have to be yours to be in possession of it. You can't be in a car with a gun, in a house with a gun, anything like that, okay? All right, have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will call you up when they're ready to go over your paperwork.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rennick. Mr. Franklin, you have Ray No.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Franklin. I said good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Judge?
Good, thank you. Let's see, Mr. No is charged in 25 DCCR 0386 with intoxication manslaughter and in 25 DCCR 0387 with driving while intoxicated, third or more. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, we are not ready. I've spoken with Mr. Coleman, and there's pretty extensive video footage from the day of. I'm still working through that.
Okay.
Some out video.
Okay.
I'm still trying to get through all of that.
All right, and you've got it all already, though?
Yes, Your Honor. We
Good,
have it.
okay.
As far as I know, we have everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty extensive, and we would ask the court for more time to review.
All right, any issues?
Stick on our post, Judge.
So we'll just do a normal reset about 30 days or so to see where you can get. Mr. No, make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Franklin so you can go visit with him, go through all of that you need to, and we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date.
Thank you,
you.
Your Honor.
You're free to go.
Thank you.
Ms. Holmes, you have Isaac Talley sentencing.
This one takes the courtroom in a much heavier direction. Ray Noy stands accused of intoxication manslaughter, a charge that carries weight far beyond probation. The whole room shifts instantly. It's quieter, colder. The look on the judge's face says it all. This isn't about excuses anymore. It's about accountability and whether Ray can face the reality of what his actions caused.
Good morning. You are Isaac Talley. And Mr. Talley was previously here in cause number 24, DCCR 1997, entered a plea of guilty to the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Any additions or corrections?
Only one correction of where his mom resides.
Okay. Anything, Mr.
Nothing to
Nichols?
say, Judge.
All right, Mr. Talley, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation period, if you're successful, the case is actually dismissed. You'll never be a convicted felon, which is a very big deal. The other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty, so you become a convicted felon, and I could sentence you to prison anywhere in the punishment range, which is between 2 years and up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand? Also, a part of your probation is going to be that you're required to get your GED. I'm going to require that you start that process within 30 days. It's important to me. It should be important to you. It will help you in your future to get that taken care of. And so if you don't, it's a violation of your probation. You could go to prison just for not doing that. So obviously you need to take that very seriously, okay? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over all of your paperwork. All right, good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Ms. Holmes. See, I think Mr. Jeffers was doing paperwork, right? He got a tablet. I think so. Okay, so on Mr. Kimmler's, he's not going to be here, but he announced ready for trial next week. Mr. Smith has Ashley Broussard. It's set for trial next week with Mr. Kimmler. He does? All these trial protection orders. And were we going to make the defendant be here or no? Ashley Broussard? Okay. Miss Broussard, just stay in touch with Mr. Kimmler. He's going to let you know in your bondsman if you need to be back for trial next week, okay? What day's? The 27th is...
What you've just watched is a full spectrum of justice inside one Texas courtroom, under the steady hand of Judge Raquel West. 5 different defendants, 5 very different stories, but all tied to one truth. The courtroom doesn't care about excuses, only actions. Think back to Eric Fornell. He came in with probation on the line, but instead of earning trust, his answers only raised red flags. That moment when the judge caught the shift in his story, that's when the real sentencing began. Then there's Kendrick Walker, who thought attitude could carry him through. But in a courtroom, attitude is the fastest way to sink yourself. And then Ray Noy. His case was heavier, filled with loss and consequence. For him, it wasn't just about freedom. It was about living with what one reckless choice took away. Compare that to Isaac Thowley and Scott Howe, each standing under the same spotlight, trying to balance truth with self-preservation. One by one, Judge West peeled back the layers, refusing to let smooth talk or nervous smiles change the outcome. Here's the bottom line. In Judge West's courtroom, accountability always wins. Whether it's a small probation slip-up or a life-changing charge, the standard never changes. Honesty, responsibility, and respect. Anything less, and the gavel drops hard. So next time you watch a case like this unfold, look past the charges. Watch the defendant's faces. Watch the judge's patience fade. Watch how fast a single half-truth or flash of arrogance can rewrite a person's life. That's the real story. And it's what makes these courtroom moments so powerful. If you found this breakdown helpful, stick around, because every courtroom tells a story, and the next one might just shock you even more.